Alright, welcome back Cat Gang. It's your boy Harry here with one cat doing a follow-up to yesterday's video. If you haven't watched that one yet, I want you to slap your hands on your cheeks and scream. We tried 90 Frost Blasters against the Fallen King, and even though we didn't win, I was shocked by the results. Using just Frost Blasters, we did 142,000 damage to the Fallen King. I did not expect it to do that well. I mean, we might have even won if the Fallen King hadn't stunned all the towers right before he went into our base. So that game got me thinking, if we could do that well on Fallen in a mega server, how well can I do on my own playing the normal and molten modes using just the Frost Blaster? I mean, I already knew that it gets hidden detection at level 2, so I wouldn't have to worry about the hidden enemies. The crazy thing is that before we recorded the 90 Frost Blasters video, I had no idea how deadly this tower was. I figured it was just a buffed freezer, like maybe it would do some damage, but mostly it would be a support tower. Boy, was I wrong. Initially, when you place it, it's pretty trash because it only does 1 damage and has a really slow fire rate. So you gotta upgrade it to level 2 as soon as you can. That's when it gets hidden detection and starts doing 5 damage. And 5 damage is a lot on normal and molten modes. That's enough to one-shot the normals that spawn for the first few waves because they only have 4 health, but it's not quite good enough on fallen mode because instead of normals, you get abnormals in the beginning and they have 6 health, so I'm really gonna struggle there. Now what you really want to do is upgrade your Frost Blaster to level 3 because at that level it fires twice as fast and it does a whopping 15 damage. This is enough to just melt the abnormal boss when he shows up. So one Frost Blaster at level 3 is all I needed to carry me through the early waves of the game. But then the question was, would I be able to place enough of them to do enough damage to win the game without using any other damage towers? Because of course I had to use some support towers to help out. In this case, the commander is really going to help the Frost Blaster do some serious damage by buffing its fire rate, and as always, the DJ is going to help with a straight up range boost. Now the Frost Blaster already has a really good max range of 18, so the added DJ buff is going to allow this tower to attack for even longer. I'm excited to see how these games go. The Frost Blaster is the first tower in a while that I've tried this challenge with that can actually kill the hiddens, so I don't have to worry about saving money to place a minigunner at the end of the path or anything like that. I am going to be popping in after every game to analyze what happened, so if you skip to the end, be sure to stay tuned to hear me go over why I won or why I lost. Now before I cut you loose, I want to give a big fat shout out to Firestickcz for letting me borrow his account to make this video. As you guys already know, I don't have Frost Blaster, so I couldn't do this on my own. Thanks, buddy. Now go ahead and sit back, relax, and grab a cool cat and enjoy the show. Let's go! Frost Blaster managed to beat normal mode all on its own. I haven't been able to do this since I tried this challenge with the Gladiator. I'm not gonna lie though, that was tough. I lost a few games before I got my upgrade timing and placements just right. One interesting thing about playing on normal mode is that sometimes it feels like there aren't enough waves to upgrade all my farms, because you really shouldn't be upgrading farms after wave 26. There just isn't enough time after that point to get your investment back, so that's why I ended up only upgrading half of them to max level. Okay, so I beat normal mode. Now that means I can beat Molten Mode, right?
You can
Yes, again! The Molten Boss and the Gravedigger died in the exact same spot. So yeah, Molten Mode is actually way easier than normal mode, even though it has more waves, so I knew I was gonna win this game. I was even able to sell my Frost Blasters and adjust their placements in the middle of the game because it was so easy. And I got all my farms upgraded this time so I could afford even more Frost Blasters. Alright, last but not least, Fallen. This is not surprising. The enemies are stronger here and the wave cash bonuses are less, so I just could not get enough money to upgrade a Frost Blaster to level 3 to deal with the heavy enemies. But honestly, even if I did get a Frost Blaster to level 3, the heavies would still take 2 shots to kill because they have 16 health, and the level 3 Frost Blaster only does 15 damage. And that brings me to the end of the video. It's pretty cool that I was able to beat the first 2 game modes because even a few days ago, I wouldn't have thought that was possible with the Frost Blaster. You know what else is impossible? Getting the devs to put the Frost Blaster back in the item shop before the winter event ends. Now I want you guys to keep an eye out for the Frost Blaster rundown because that's the next video I'm working on. If you enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button with your forehead, hit the subscribe button with your big toe, and turn on notifications however you can so you don't miss any of my amazing upcoming content. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, be safe, and never forget what I always say. Peace!